Welcome to this section. We'll be getting into the code and deploying your models very soon, but in this section, I first want to talk about machine learning system architecture. Understanding some of the principles we'll discuss throughout this section will save you from painful and expensive mistakes as you deploy your models to production. First, let's talk about some terminology. In the context of machine learning, a system is comprised of multiple parts. Infrastructure encompasses everything from hardware to networking components to operating systems. Applications are programs for performing specific tasks, and we also have data, documentation, and configuration, and we'll be exploring all of these different parts during the course. A system can be a simple web page sitting in a single file, or it can be an enormous group of applications running on containers distributed across multiple continents and powering large companies. Regardless of the size of the system, architecture is how we describe a system. We've got a definition on here from ISO 42010, but in plain English, what we're really saying when we talk about architecture is the way software components are arranged and the interactions between them. You might be wondering, why start with architecture? Why are we discussing theory? And the answer is that developing and deploying machine learning systems without best practice is relatively fast and cheap. But maintaining machine learning systems over time, as we update our models, do further deployments, is difficult. And in the next lecture, I'll explain more about the challenges of machine learning systems and why these systems have a special capacity for incurring technical debt. In short, having a rough understanding of the system architecture we're working towards will allow you to better understand the code once we get to that point in the course. Here's the structure for section 3. In the next lecture, we'll look at the challenges of machine learning systems. In the third lecture, we'll look at best practices and principles for tackling some of these challenges. In lecture 4, we'll look at the different architecture design options, so everything from doing things asynchronously to prediction on the fly, how to make that work, and what the trade-offs are to consider. In lecture 5, we'll do a detailed breakdown of the different components of the architecture that we'll be using throughout this course. Okay, that's a quick introduction. I'll see you in the next lecture.